Dear students, we are going to discuss some of the important bits in the photosynthesis as an objective part. So coming to the first bit here, photosynthesis is option 1 anabolic, exergonic and oxidation reduction process. Option 2 catabolic, exergonic and oxidation reduction process. Third option anabolic, endergonic and oxidation reduction process. Fourth option catabolic, endergonic and oxidation reduction process. So you know that photosynthesis is the anabolic process where the carbon dioxide is reduced to carbohydrates. So here both oxidation and reduction takes place in case of photosynthesis. You know that chlorophyll gets oxidized, so carbon dioxide is reduced to carbohydrate. So it is the endergonic reaction because energy is absorbed here, and it is anabolic because simple molecule is converted into complex molecule. So glucose is the complex molecule which is synthesized from the simple carbon dioxide, so it is the anabolic process. So photosynthesis is anabolic, endergonic and oxidation reduction process is the right answer. Now coming to the second bit, at which step oxygen is used in peroxisomes? So this is the bit which is related to the photorespiration. So first coming to the first option, glycolate to glyoxylate, glyoxylate to glycine. Third option, glycine to serine, serine to hydroxypyruvate is the fourth option. These are the four options that they have given here. So photorespiration is a process in which the plants can utilize the oxygen and release the carbon dioxide. It is like normal respiration process. So photorespiration is a process which usually takes place in C3 plants. So in photorespiration, when oxygen reacts with RUBP, it forms the phosphoglycolate plus phosphoglyceric acid. Here in case of peroxisomes, the glycolate is converted to glyoxylate in which oxygen is utilized. So correct answer is when glycolate is converted to glyoxylate, oxygen is used in photorespiration, which takes place in the cell organelle peroxisomes. So coming to the next bit, third bit, who founded that water is an essential requirement of photosynthesis? Option 1 Joseph Priestley, option 2 Saussure, option 3 Helmont and option 4 John Ingenhousz. These are the four options that they have given. You know that Joseph Priestley discovered the oxygen, that is he performed the experiment and he discovered that plant produces the substance in air which is required for burning, that is nothing but oxygen. So Joseph Priestley related to that is oxygen requirement, he proposed that oxygen is required for photosynthesis. Now coming to the Saussure. So Saussure was the scientist, he demonstrated that plants absorb carbon dioxide during photosynthesis. Now coming to the Helmont. So Van Helmont discovered that water was involved in increasing the mass of the plant. So Helmont founded that water is an essential requirement for photosynthesis. Next coming to the John Ingenhousz, he discovered that light is necessary for plants to produce oxygen. So here John Ingenhousz usually discovered the process of photosynthesis. So correct answer is Helmont. Coming to the fourth question, the wavelength of PAR, photosynthetically active radiation, is option 1 40 to 70 nanometers, option 2 400 to 700 nanometers, option 3 400 to 700 angstroms, option 4 40 to 70 angstroms. So photosynthetically active radiation is nothing but visible spectrum, that is 400 to 700 nanometers. You know that the plants can utilize 680 nanometers and 700 nanometers. So the correct answer is 400 to 700 nanometers. What is photosynthetically active radiation? So different plant pigments absorb only certain wavelengths of light, and these wavelengths are not absorbed at the same rate. So here the plants can absorb the different wavelengths, that is the range between 400 to 700 nanometers. Coming to the fifth bit, the bulk fixation of carbon through photosynthesis takes place in option 1 crop plants, option 2 tropical rainforests, option C, option 3rd ocean, option 4th option both 1 and 2. So bulk fixation of carbon dioxide fixation mainly takes place through the photosynthesis in bulk amount in oceans, because the oceans contains the algae. Algae can fix major amount of carbon through the process of photosynthesis. So correct option is oceans. Coming to the sixth bit, photosynthesis process was first discovered by option 1 Priestley, option 2 John Ingenhousz, option 3 Engelmann, option 4 Blackman. So photosynthesis process was first discovered by John Ingenhousz. So Priestley discovered the oxygen, John Ingenhousz discovered the process of photosynthesis, that is the plants can use the light energy for the synthesis of carbohydrates. Now coming to the seventh question, a tadpole-like configuration is found in option 1 chlorophyll, option 2 carotenoids, option 3 phycobilins, option 4 anthocyanin. So you know the tadpole, right? So tadpole is the larval stage in the life cycle of an amphibian. So it has a very long tail like structure. So tadpole-like configuration is found in chlorophyll. So the structure of the chlorophyll usually consists of central magnesium atom which is attached to 4 nitrogen atoms, that is 4 pyrene head, and phyto tail you can find in case of the structure of the chlorophyll. So if you see the structure of the chlorophyll, it has head and tail which looks like a tadpole-like configuration. So seventh question, correct option 1 chlorophyll. So coming to the eighth question, choose the correct statement. Option 1, chlorophyll A is soluble in petroleum ether and shows maximum absorption peak at 453 nanometers and 642 nanometers. Option 2, in chlorophyll B, CH3 replaces CHO at third carbon of chlorophyll A. Option 3, chlorophyll B is soluble in methyl alcohol and shows maximum absorption peak in 429 nanometers and 660 nanometers. Option 4, for the biosynthesis of chlorophyll, raw materials required are succinyl coenzyme A and glycine. These are the 4 options that they have given. They asked us to choose the correct statement. So in case of chlorophyll A, third carbon contains CH3. In case of chlorophyll B, third carbon contains CHO. So that is the correct option. So in chlorophyll B, CH3 replaces CHO at third carbon of chlorophyll A is the right answer. So chlorophyll A can show the maximum absorption peak at 430 to 470 nanometers blue region and 660 to 670 around 680 nanometers the 670 at red region. So here correct statement is second option. Now coming to the ninth question. A quantazome consists of 230 chlorophyll molecules and acts as photosynthetic unit. It was discovered by option 1 Perkin-Biggins, option 2 Hatch and Slack, option 3 Pelletier and Cavendish, option 4 Blackman. So what is quantazome? So quantazome is nothing but is a group of pigment molecules required for carrying out photochemical reaction. So these are situated as small units on the membranes of thylakoid. Each quantazome consists of about 230 chlorophyll molecules, carotenoids, quinone compounds, sulfolipids, phospholipids, proteins, etc. So Perkin coined the term quantazome for a group of pigment molecules required for carrying out photochemical reaction. So correct option is first option, Perkin. So quantazome is nothing but group of pigment molecules required for carrying out photosynthesis, that is photochemical reaction. Next. 10th question. Chlorophyll C is found in option 1 brown algae, option 2 red algae, option C green algae, option 4 green algae and embryophyton. You know that chlorophyll A and B is present in green algae, chlorophyll A and C in brown algae, A and D in red algae. So chlorophyll C is found in brown algae. So 10th question, correct option 1. Coming to the 11th question. The first step in photosynthesis is photolysis of water. Photosynthesis in photolysis of water is option 1 excitation of chlorophyll by light, option 2 ionization of water, option 3 ATP synthesis, option 4 production of assimilatory power. So the first step in photosynthesis is when the light falls on the leaves. So the chloroplast contains the chlorophyll pigment. The chlorophyll pigment, what happens? It can absorb the light and it can excite the electrons. So excitation of chlorophyll by light is the first step in photosynthesis, in the photolysis of water. So the electrons can transported later. So 11th question, correct option, excitation of chlorophyll by light. Next, 12th question. Electric charge separation or quantum conversion occurs at option 1 antenna molecules, option 2 thylakoid membrane, option 3 reaction center, option 4 stroma. So you know that one molecule of chlorophyll A pigment functions as a reaction center or trapping center, and the other pigments can act as light harvesting complex or antenna molecules. These antenna molecules collect light energy and transfers this light energy to the reaction center. So now the reactions in the reaction center, what happens? Where primary photochemical action occurs here. That is nothing but quantum conversion. That is absorption of photon and release of an electron. It's called quantum conversion. So quantum conversion is nothing but absorption of a photon, that is light, and release of electron. That occurs at reaction center. So 12th question, correct option is reaction center. Coming to the 13th question. Phycobilins found in blue-green algae and red algae are having option 1 soluble in hot water, option 2 found in chromatophores, option 3 magnesium ion and tail, option 4 lipoidal in nature. So phycobilins are usually proteinaceous pigments found in phycobilisomes. Phycobilins are usually soluble in hot water. They do not contain magnesium and tail. Light is not essential for their synthesis. These pigments are accessory pigments and also help in chromatic adaptation. So phycobilins soluble in hot water is the right answer because they do not contain magnesium and tail. Next, 14th question. Photosystem is composed of option 1 reaction center, option 2 light harvesting complex, option 3 both 1 and 2, option 4 grana. So photosystem. So photosystems are of mainly two types, that is photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. So photosystem 1 can absorb light at 700 nanometers and photosystem 2 can absorb light at 680 nanometers. So photosystem is mainly composed of reaction center and light harvesting complex, that is antenna. So answer is both 1 and 2. So 14th question, right option, third answer. Now 15th question. PS2 is found in option 1 stacked part of granum, option 2 non-stacked part of granum, option 3 stroma thylakoid, option 4 stroma. You know that photosystem 1 and photosystem 2 usually located in the thylakoid membrane. So stroma thylakoid. So photosystem 2 is found in stroma thylakoid. So photosystem 1 is usually located in the outer membrane of the thylakoid. Photosystem 2 is located in the inner membrane of the thylakoid. So correct option is stroma thylakoid. So 15th question, right option 3. Now coming to the 16th question. Photosystem concerned with the reduction of NADP is option 1 photosystem 1, option 2 photosystem 2, option 3 both 1 and 2, option 4 quantazome. So photosystem concerned with the reduction of NADP is photosystem 1. You know that photosystem 1 usually consists of NADP reductase enzyme which can convert the NADP into NADPH. So photosystem 1 is the right answer for the 16th question. 16th question, option 1 is the right answer. Coming to the 17th question. Reaction center of Rhodobacterium was crystallized by option 1 Arnon, option 2 Huber et al, option 3 Emerson, option 4 Warburg. So reaction center of Rhodobacterium was crystallized by Huber and his colleagues. So Huber et al is the right answer. Now coming to the 18th question. If a photosynthesizing plant releases oxygen containing more than normal amount of O18, it is not 180, it is O18, it is concluded that the plant has been supplied with option 1 glucose containing O18, water containing O18, option 3 carbon dioxide containing O18, option 4 oxygen in the form of ozone. So you know that oxygen is released from water. So water containing O18 is the right answer. Now coming to the 19th question. Minerals involved in the photooxidation of water is option 1 manganese, chlorine, calcium, option 2 magnesium, iron, manganese, option 3 manganese, iron, calcium, option 4 nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. So photooxidation of water requires the minerals manganese, chlorine, calcium is the right answer. So 19th question, first option is right answer. Now coming to the 20th question. Light reaction produces assimilatory power in the form of option 1 ATP and NADH2, option 2 ATP and NADPH2, option 3 NAD, option 4 NADP. So adenosine triphosphate and nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. So ATP and NADPH2 are the right answers. So 20th question, second option is the right answer. So light reaction produces assimilatory power in the form of ATP and NADPH. coming to the 21st question. Jet scheme in thylakoid membrane is concerned with option 1 reduction of NAD, option 2 reduction of carbon dioxide, option 3 electron transfer, option 4 all of these. So Z scheme in thylakoid membrane is concerned with electron transfer. So reduction of NAD that you can find in case of photosystem 1 in non-cyclic photophosphorylation. So Z scheme in thylakoid is related to electron transfer. If you place all the electron carriers in the order, you can find the Z-like structure. So it is called Z scheme. Next, 22nd question. Primary electron acceptor of photosystem 2 is option 1 pheophytin, option 2 ferredoxin, option 3 plastophenone, option 4 plastocyanin. So primary electron acceptor of photosystem 2 is pheophytin. Final electron acceptor of photosystem 2 is plastocyanin. So primary electron acceptor of photosystem 1 is ferredoxin. Final electron acceptor of photosystem 1 is NAD. So primary electron acceptor of photosystem 2 is pheophytin. Next, coming to the 23rd question. The absorption of radiant energy causes option 1 reduction of chlorophyll, option 2 oxidation of chlorophyll, option 3 absorption of carbon dioxide, option 4 evolution of oxygen. So absorption of radiant energy is nothing but absorption of light energy causes oxidation of chlorophyll. Why oxidation of chlorophyll is the right answer here? When the light is absorbed by the chlorophyll, the electron gets excited. That is removal of electron or removal of proton or addition of oxygen is called oxidation. So here electron is removed from the chlorophyll here. So electron gets excited actually. So oxidation of chlorophyll is the right answer. So when the chlorophyll can absorb the light, the electron gets excited. So it is called oxidation of chlorophyll. Next, 24th question. The action spectrum of photosynthesis was discovered by option 1 Van Niel, option 2 Engelmann, option 3 Blackman, option 4 none of these. So what is action spectrum? An action spectrum is a curve showing the effectiveness of different wavelengths of light in stimulating the process being investigated. The effectiveness of different wavelengths of light on photosynthesis is measured and plotted by quantum yield or amount of action. So in simple terms, the action spectrum is nothing but effect of different wavelengths of light on photosynthesis is measured and plotted. That is called action spectrum. So action spectrum of photosynthesis was discovered by Engelmann. Next, coming to the 25th bit, the chemiosmotic theory for photophosphorylation was given by option 1 Peter Mitchell, option 2 Ammon, option 3 Arnold, option 4 Anderson. You know that chemiosmotic theory for photophosphorylation was proposed by Peter Mitchell. For that he got the Nobel Prize. So in chemiosmotic theory, they explained the accumulation of protons in the lumen and how the ATP is synthesized during the movement of protons from the lumen to the stroma, that is proton gradient. So breakdown of the proton gradient results in the formation of the ATP. that is explained by chemiosmotic theory. So correct option for the 25th question is Peter Mitchell. Now coming to the 26th question. PS1 is located on option 1 inner surface of thylakoid membrane, option 2 outer surface of thylakoid membrane, option 3 both surfaces of thylakoid membrane, option 4 stroma of chloroplast. So you know that the light reactions usually takes place in the thylakoid membrane, that is stroma lamella and thylakoid membrane, stroma thylakoid. So photosystem 1 is located on outer surface of thylakoid membrane. Photosystem 2 is located on inner surface of thylakoid membrane. So correct option is photosystem 1 is located on outer surface of thylakoid membrane is the right answer. So with that we have completed few bits. The remaining bits that we will discuss in the next class. Thank you.